So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats, the curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. So straight into the action. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
He's taking on the lot of them. And it's Yaya Toure. And that pass isn't the best. Gullit, spread it left. Thuram calmly anticipates. It's a pretty loose pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
He's got away. Stood up well to him there. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gullit. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps, and we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Roberto Carlos. Paris Saint-Germain do have a chance to counter here. Thinks about the... There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
The first breakthrough,
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Has a look and place it forward. Chance here to counter. Now it's Del Piero. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Out of play for a throw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, that has not gone well. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Hullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hullet really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility.
Hullet! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Como.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Maldini. Number 15. Del Piero.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Number 12.
Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Marcelo.
Such good technique.
Marcelo drives forward on the overlap.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Figo. That'll be a throw-in. The message is clear, none shall pass. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Marcelo. It's a throw-in. Figo to impressive jump. And it's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Bale. Pinches it off him. Pull it. Yaya Toure. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Hullet. That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Substitutions taking place.
Paris Saint-Germain get the second half going. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that was vital. That has been slung wide. It's a good run down the right. And this is Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Thuram looking to hit the byline here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's clever. And this is Figo. And Van Nistelrooy! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Como have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. And he was alert to it.
Como really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
And it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar tries to pass it through. Now it's Pedri. Ball swung in. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
The attendance for this match was 70,900
can so cleverly bypass the press. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Figo. It'll be a throw-in. Pedri. Kola. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Kola. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And Czech pulls off a sensational save. That's really well manoeuvred. Cannavaro cuts it out. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bullet, who is really short on confidence. Great defending, strong and determined. Marcelo getting forward. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
That's been cut out, well played. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Pedri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looking for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a collar, has got himself a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Somewhat off target. Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kola is herring after that one. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Kola really needed to...
Shot a goal!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Takes a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Marcelo promptly onto that, and that is that. Pirlo. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
3 minutes added time.
Rijkaard. Kola. He's being urged to shoot. Crosses it in. Pepe attempts a clearance. Tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution for Rumo. Number 9.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Pele
number
getting the
10,
call here in what
Pele.
can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, after all of that, Jim,
Just a quick
what are you
announcement.
thinking?
We would like
Paris
to inform
Saint-Germain
you that
certainly had some
CCTV
good
is now
moments,
in
Peter.
operation
There were
for your
plenty of
safety.
encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, we're on the way.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
He's shifting through the gears here. Quality ball. And he welcomes... Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And a header! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's going to be another throw. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Now it's Bale. He's picked his way through. In with the challenge. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard! And that is wildly off target.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Bale. Saliba cannot be beaten that easily. Roberto Baggio. Aims beyond the defence. And he lines up a cross. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Bale, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Pele looking to add to his goal. Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Thuram. And it's Hullet. Rijkaard. Now it's Bale. Pedri. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He can run onto that. He has found the way. Oh, shooting chance! And he couldn't finish.
Kvaratskhelia deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Baggio. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Baggio really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Not the most convincing of passes. Baggio gets on his bike and on the move. Half an hour played now. Pedri. Bale. Roberto Baggio. Tries to pass it through. He's on it. Can he get away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Thuram. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. And it's Pedri. Roberto Carlos. And this is Pele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Bale. Desai. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's headed upfield. Spread it left. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Bale. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Paris Saint-Germain can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7. Numero 21.
Down to business again.
Nel campo per il numero
Paris
6.
Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bale. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bale. Oh, just skips past his man. It's their second corner of the game. lost the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Rummenigge. Decent chance! It's run. Oh, he's been... And again! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. It's Bale! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
He's got away. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Looking for the run. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And this is Pele. Driven in. Brilliantly cut out. Del Piero. Rummenigge. Now it's Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. Del Piero. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Makaleli. Great vision. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pedri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Thuram. That's a good foray he's making.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
No, he's seen through all of that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Paris Saint-Germain have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Tries to play it through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Del Piero. Distributed tidily. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Here's a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Lahm. And it's Thuram. Oh, important interception. Pedri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's found a way through. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Plays it through. He's in plenty of space here. And that will be it. Paris Saint-Germain are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for.
Ronaldinho! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Cruzeiro! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature.
That could spell trouble. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pedri. Mbappe. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pepe. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos running with intent. Pedri. And it's Yaya Toure. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Hullet. That has been cut short. Pedri, over to the right flank. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Defender is not giving up on this. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That is great defending, so alert.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch. Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Seedorf. Chance here to counter. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Seedorf venturing down the left. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal. Oh, some astute defending there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pinches it off him. Yamal. Yaya Toure. That's Rijkaard. Now it's Pelé. They're urging him to shoot. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the header! Well taken goal. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Hullet, and it's Seedorf. Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Hullet. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yamal. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Yaya Toure cannot be beaten that easily. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Pelé. It's Pelé! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Pelé is offering a wry smile there.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Pedri, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Always onto this.
That's going in strongly.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Yaya Toure. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mbappe! Now Mbappe! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Pedri attempts a clearance. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. It's a good spell of possession, this. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. There will be a throw-in. And here's Pedri. Maldini gets a foot in and wins the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. Goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Yaya. Tries one from range. He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Paris Saint-Germain really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good... Pele! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe at the revving up. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for a runner. Can he get onto this? Bale going face to face with his great rival. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Seedorf. Maldini. Ball's gone astray. And it's Pirlo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well-timed, excellent interception. Yamal, good running, strong and purposeful. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Thuram gets it away. Cruzeiro can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Thuram is the guilty party there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. So we have movement on both benches.
Le numéro 21, le numéro 18, le numéro 19, Bale, le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 9, le numéro 22, le numéro 14.
Deftly away.
Ronaldinho, le numéro 6, Xabi Alonso.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide, and it's played into the middle.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Crossed in once more.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Defending here is really tight. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Pirlo. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. Can he latch on to this? Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. He won't be happy with that one. Pirlo.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. Deftly away.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Xabi Alonso. Can he spark a counter here? Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. And here's Xabi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's put paid to the danger. Ibrahimovic. The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given the new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better and ever more beautiful. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Luis Figo, now there's a class act.
You can't disagree with that.
Well, he loves to roam across.
Shapes to shoot! And one more try! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a sharp pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Yamal. Vieira simply refused to be outdone there. Bale ready to try one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make it.
Bale! He went for the curler. This ended up in no man's land. Vieira. And here's Eto'o.
Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Oh, what has happened here? Threads one in. Bale. He is just caressing the ball. Now this could be a chance. Best. Quarter of an hour played. And they're quick to get it back. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Roberto Carlos.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Over to the right flank. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Carlos, he's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos stood his ground strongly. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. Best. Yaya Toure. Pedri. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Kanchanaburi Power are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go...
Eto'o! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Yamal. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Neymar. And here's Eto'o. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stam. That's Vieira. Guardiola. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Pedri. Couldn't squeeze it through. Shot, surely! And that's another fine save.
Pedri really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again. Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Thuram attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Yamal. Tries one from range. And how good was that? A finish of true class. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Eto'o. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And he's cut it out. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bale. Knocks it into space. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's fabulous. Best. Guardiola. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back on the way then. Chance for a shot! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Kanchanaburi Power leading now. Yaya Toure. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Yamal, a player who needs no introduction. He is through here. It's Bale! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Guardiola. And it's Pedri. Guardiola was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Eto'o. Figo. And he's managed to get free. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
No foul, says the referee. Now it's Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Figo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Thuram. And it's Roberto Carlos. It'll be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17, Eto'o, será reemplazado por el dorsal 19.
Thuram.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Pepe gets over and intercepts. Collier. And that was very necessary. That has not gone well. And it's Figo. Adriano. Figo. Figo delivers. Oh, that was vital. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's got away, and it's played. Terrific effort! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
One sweeping move. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. That's an excellent interception. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. That has been cut short. Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Hullet.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, great header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And he shoots! And a truly agonising miss.
Messi clearly wanted to level things up in a hurry here. It didn't quite come off for him, but top marks for the effort.
And it's Hullet. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work. And Frank...
He's in one-on-one. It's anyone's ball now. And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And they are prompt with their pressing. Pedri. Well, this is a terrific run. Great vision. Now there's goes for a shot! And again! And it's in! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation.
Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The keeper doing his best to put him off. Goal! Inter! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Inter Milan have their lead. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Turan. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Knocks it into space, and this big chance! Wanted to outwit the keeper, but a shade off target.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And this is Pelé! It's Pelé! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, nicely intercepted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Tries to play it through. He won't be happy with that one. Pedri, who can single-handedly make a difference. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
just off target.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pedri, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's been cut out, well played. Pedri, lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Played out towards the right wing. And it's Maradona. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Played out wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Puskás is wide and looking to get onto this. Paris Saint-Germain are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Can he get it through? No, he's not going to get any further than that. Maradona was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Vieira. Pedri is the guilty party there. Rijkaard. Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And here's Mohamed Salah. Heading backwards. Rijkaard. Now it's Bale. Bale! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And it's Bale. And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Yamal. Good purposeful running this. Bale shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19. Bale. Le
So
numéro
let's get the
7.
ball rolling.
Le numéro 18.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
Drive! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time.
Chance! He's got a goal! picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Just one in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Corner number 2 then. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good spread. And here's Figo. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, great leap! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. So, third corner of the game. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Steaming on. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Puskás is onto it in a flash. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Neymar. Oh, good-looking ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That is good alertness. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. He's in a great position here. Roberto Carlos. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's got away. Rijkaard. Figo. He's a sharp little ball here. That's a good foray he's making. Neymar. That's good running with the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That has not gone well. Collar. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And here's Figo. Figo crosses. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Getting up there! And there's a goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well,
oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Rijkaard. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. And it's Figo. Mohamed Salah charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's... Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's trying his best to keep it in play here, and it's played... He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Very much into the last knockings. Now he's got space here. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Paris Saint-Germain really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And this is Neymar. Swings in across. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Puskas. That's a nicely shaped ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's gone for a throw-in. So that's it. It is all over. Paris Saint-Germain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they...